Hello, hello. And continue on with MSQ. Well, here we are outside. Well, where do we even begin? Perhaps someone has caught sight of Gulul Jaw. Let's make inquiries nearby. Good idea. We should handle the outskirts, Alize. In the meantime, Tulky and I will head beyond the big wall. Nope, finally we can travel past the big wall. Hopefully we'll find our estate curtains. Where have you gone, little one? He's ran away. The little jaw doesn't appear to be in the area. However, you can catch a sight of a group of people a short distance to the southwest. It's about those people too, yes? Perhaps they've seen something. Come on. Huh. There are people there. I didn't even notice them at first, I'm not gonna lie. Ranged attack. Looks like some sort of salvage yard. Well, let's ask after Golulja. Golulja isn't here. You know the boy. Have you seen him? Oh, forgive me. I didn't know you were. No offense taken. My name is Tapu. My eyes may be useless, but my ears are sharper for it. I can recognize people by their footfalls, including Golulja. But he didn't come this way. Where in the world could he be? I did not know your voices. Who are you to Golulja, and why do you search for him? Family. But we're not related by blood. His father is my brother. I've only just met Golulja. We haven't had the chance to talk properly. I'm about to do something that will make him hate me, and I wanted the chance to explain. His father is your brother, and that means you're... Yes, I'm Wuklamat, vow of resolve of Tuliola. And I've journeyed here to bring my brother's Rolja to account for murdering our people and our father. When all is said and done, Rolja may want nothing to do with me. Nonetheless, I always consider him family. I'll always be there for him, and I want him to know that. It tears your part to do what you must. The quiver in your voice tells the tale. Rolja was headed south. There he has a place that is as close to a home as he knows. Find and bear your heart to him. Should he in turn bear his heart to you, accept and respect his wishes, as Queen Sphene respected ours when she granted us place in her realm. I will, don't worry. But, what do you mean when you say Sphene respected your wishes? Out of concern for our well-being, Her Majesty has urged us to reside inside Everkeep. When we declined, not only did she gracefully accepted our decision and granted us the necessary supplies to make our home here. And since then, he had paid us regular visits to see how we fare. That sounds like Sphene, alright. Well, thanks for telling me about Galoja. I'll find him and then we'll have a good talk. We continue south, it seems. Let's keep our eyes peeled as we make our way. What's the next section over? We'll probably have to go there eventually. What the heck is that? It's a town. And half of it is submerged. The architecture looks nothing like we've seen so far. More Charlene. Ah, there he is, among the ruins. I only caught a glimpse, but there's no mistaking that tiny silhouette. Let's hurry after him. It'd be a disaster if a building collapsed while he's inside. I only saw him for a moment before he disappeared behind the building, but I'm pretty sure Galoja was headed further south. I'll contact Alize on Link Pearl and let her know to join us. I guess I'll go find that Aether Current. What the heck is that? This is the area, but the canals and debris make it hard to get a good view. Let's split up and search. If you can head into the canals, I'll make my way through the streets. When we find Galoja, let's watch from a distance until he gets to his destination. We won't want to startle him and cause an accident. We've located Galulja. Follow him quietly without being noticed. One of those follow missions. Yes, it is. Surely he doesn't turn around again, right? Ow. Ow. I really don't like follow missions. They're so tedious or long.
He's come a long way on such short legs. It's a relief he didn't get hurt.
What's here, I wonder? So he's looking after those little ones.
Galulja.
Not another step!
What?
A sentry?
Run, Galulja, run!
You know the boy. Who are you? And what do you want?
My name is Wuklamat, and I've come to talk to Galulja.
Is that so?
I'm sorry if I scared you. I want to get to know you better. That's all.
And you, my boy. Do you wish to speak with them?
I heard them talking. She said she's going to kill my father.
Villains! I will deal with them forthwith!
but I want to get to know her too.
I see. If that is your desire, then I shall stand aside.
All right then. Let's talk, you and I. Lots. But, who's the ancient-looking and articulate machine?
If I look ancient, it is because I am. This has been my vessel for no less than 380 years.
Oh my.
Vessel?
Otis is my friend. When I was hungry and sad, he came and looked after me. He cooks for me and teaches me all kinds of things. Like how to read and write and not be noticed by dangerous creatures.
This machine cooks for you?
And teaches you about fiends. What is he exactly?
Ah! How remiss of me. I have neglected to introduce myself. Sir Otis Valona, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria. At your service.
You're captain of the knights?
You seem different from the other machine. Story.
And there I thought it was Kululja with whom you wish to speak. Not that I'm averse to taking a walk down memory lane. But ere I regale you, we must take our repast.
A meal. Here. I hate to turn down food, but I'd prefer to have this conversation in the back room.
Please, I'm really hungry.
All right, all right. A repast it is.
She's going to spoil her nephew silly. I'll send word to Erenville so the others can stop worrying.
Now, if I might prevail upon your assistance, I shall whip up my most delectable specialty.
So, my new friends, I would enlist your aid in procuring the ingredients for our repast. After all, the most enjoyable meals are those we make together. We're happy to pitch in, of course. What ingredients did you have in mind? First of all, some yam and pumpkin. The people of the outskirts should be willing to share their harvest. If you and Gulucha could go and speak to them. Sure, I'll go ask for cast-offs too, as usual. As for Tulky and Alize, I would be obliged if you could procure some woolback meat. Your kids can be found grazing on the slopes outside of town. As beef is less readily available, their flesh makes a good substitute. That of the younger ones especially, as it is more tender and less gamey. Consider it done. We'll be back with the meat before you know it. Thank you kindly. In the meantime, I shall see to other preparations. West. Might as well go find Aethercraft. South. I don't know how to go more south right now. I guess we have to go south, but... Oh. Pick up the Aether first, and then we'll go south. My goodness, they attack so quickly. There's ogres here? Oh, Cyclops. Is that the last Aether? It is. We'll pick up the last Aether right afterwards then. What is this place? Ow. Oh no. Where am I getting shot from still? Excuse me? Yeah, I shouldn't be getting shot. What's this? I might understand you have already procured the meat. Good heavens, you have. And such a choice cut it is besides. It's plain you know how to handle yourself in battle. Where 400 years ago I would have recruited you to the Royal Knights. Aha. I guess the Royal Knights are no longer a thing. Judging by the way he's talking. Once Alizea brings her portion, we shall have a glorious bounty to satisfy growing younglings like yourselves. Indeed, I expect there will be ample leftovers to share with the good folks of Driftdown. They always appreciated a warm meal. Now, seeing as you have completed your task so quickly, I have another request to make of you. We've exhausted our supplies of kindling electrope, and I should be grateful if you could search the house yonder for more. In the Old Kingdom, electrope rations were issued to each citizen, while small fragments may still be found here and there. You can obtain 5 pieces, at least one ought to be what required, that is. The kind that converts lightning to fire. Glowjaw can identify them by their circuitry. Hurry, take them to him. The boy has become quite deft at discerning electrope types. In a very short time, I might add. Now off you go, and happy foraging. There's only one bridge, huh? Looks like that's the case. Why is that aggro for so far away? Like his aggro range was freakishly long for no reason. I happened to get the right gas. I didn't think that was possible. It was. Why did these guys have like such long aggro ranges? It's very worrying. I get shot through the wall. Otis says you have electrope for me. Yeah. Wow, you found a lot. Let's see. This one creates wind, this one is for water. You can tell it just like that. I'm impressed. Clever, isn't he? I'll bet he gets it from his father. Ah, this is it. This converts to fire. It's absorbed lots of lightning, so we should be able to kindle a flame easily. Thank you, Tulky. Thanks to your kind assistance, we have everything we need for our repast. You have done your part, and now I shall do mine. I bid you relax, my friends. The meal will soon be served. This is the kind of thing families do, Golocha. We have meals together and talk about what's on our mind. So you ate with your father? Yes, with them and my brothers. It was mostly the head of Resolve, and I doing the talking though. Kona and the head of Reason occasionally joined in, and Zeral just spoke when he was spoken to. You said that you have two papas. Does that mean one is yours and the other is father's? No, both are our father. These are what we call blessed siblings. A Momulja has two heads. Zeralja is his true-born child, while Kona and I were adopted and don't share the same blood. But that doesn't make us any less a family. What matters is that our hearts are connected. The head of Resolve taught me that. Family. You have someone like that too. A person you think is family, even though you don't share the same blood. It's a good question. What about you? I do, they're very dear to me. I'd like to meet them one day. So, Galoja, I'm hoping that we can be family. Won't you tell me about yourself? You really want to know about me? I do. I want to know all about you. The things you love, the things you hate, anything and everything. I want to know all about you too. That reminds me, we were hoping to hear your story too, Otis. As you wish. Be forewarned that mine is a tale that will be long in recounting. It was before lightning had altered the world that I was appointed Lord Captain of the Royal Knights. We're talking hundreds of years prior to the calamity, right? Indeed. Earlier still, then, when I assumed this mechanical form. 454 years ago, to be precise. And used to be a normal person. Oh yes, I was once flesh and blood like you. Proudly served as a knight of Alexandria. But rather than a machine that behaves like a person, you are an actual person. How is this possible? It's only natural that you are confused. Hear my tale to the end, and all shall become clear. The foremost duty of the royal knight was the protection of the royal family. In my time, that was the majesties, the kings and queen, and their only child, her highness, the princess. By then, every nation of our star was embroiled in some manner of conflict over Electrope. Thus was our kingdom drawn into war with its neighbor. This war was a catalyst for great calamity that altered the environment. Countless countrymen lost their lives amidst chaos, the king and queen among them. For a blessing, we were able to protect the princess, who then rose to the occasion and brought hope to her people in those trying times. So kind-hearted was our young queen that, at her behest, he even took in refugees from the enemy nation. But sadly, her reign was cut short. Like many others, her body had been ravaged by lightning, and one day she collapsed and passed away. How tragic. Nary was there a citizen whose eyes remained dry, and many a moon was spent constructing a great tomb worthy of her memory. Yet I cling to hope still. For while Her Majesty was on her deathbed, the kingdom's finest scientists had successfully extracted her soul. Did we hear that right? Extracted her soul. Our flesh may wither and die, but so long as we are remembered, we may live on. This age-old belief has always comforted our people, but as casualties mounted in the wake of the calamity, we sought to make it into reality through the power of Electro. In time, we succeeded in developing the means to preserve the soul. It was used to spare the Queen eternal death. Yet it wasn't enough to simply prevent the soul's departure. For the ultimate goal was to recreate a person as they were in life, and this required that their memories be further extracted from their soul. It took many more years of research to make this possible, by which time I'd become a grey old man. With my days numbered, I did not hesitate to volunteer myself as a test subject for the procedure. So it was that I attained this vessel. And by my successful rebirth, I paved the way for those who are recreated from the memories of the departed. The Endless, they are called. If your tale is true, then the queen that your people brought back to life. It would be Sphene, wouldn't it? Oh ho, so you know Her Majesty as well. My description of her boundless kindness must have paled in comparison to what you no doubt felt in her presence. I haven't met her myself, I confess. Not since assuming my current form. Wouldn't want to find the living daylights out of her. Well, that does make sense to why she's averse to removing the soul system. Because, I mean, she would also be gone. I guess that makes sense. Does this mean the Queen of Alexandria isn't a person like you and me? Lotus has told me the tale before. I have seen my queen from afar many times, but I have not the courage to approach her. This isn't out of cowardice, mind you, but rather concern. Yes, concern that I would cause her Majesty undue distress. It makes a lot of sense why. The Endless. So all this time Sphene wasn't alive. She lives yet. She lives yet. She does not. It's admittedly a difficult distinction to make. Having inherited the memories of a departed soul, an Endless feels, think, and acts precisely as that person would. In that sense, I believe they are alive. The Alexandrians know about this, right? It can't have gone unnoticed that Sphene is perpetually youthful. Oh. Rating is so laggy. But thank you so much for the resub, Eugene. Having fun resub. Thank you, thank you. Where's my alerts? Oh. One moment. I knew I forgot something. I knew I forgot something. One moment, please. I forgot. So I have a new PC that I got like Wednesday. I completely forgot that I need to add some stuff. Hello, Keith. How are you doing? I knew I was forgetting something when I was resetting everything up. And I didn't bother backing up everything because I also wanted to the word. I don't know what the word is, but I wanted to hold on. I want to free up some space. So that's what I ended up doing. I also need to... Give me one moment. I need to also mess with the audio. Why does he have Lol in his name? That's how he's named, man. 5+1. Also, should you be, Oh, wait. Right, that's not how you do that. Also, should you really be here when it's, when it's spoilers? I guess you don't really care about those, do you? Advanced audio property. Doing so much of this like on the fly right now. Okay. Okay. I believe everything should be set now. Let me see. Send a test alert.
Baka.
Oh, okay, cool. Anyways, thank you, Eufine, for reminding me that I should fix that. And thank you for a 7-month free sub as well. Oh no, oh no, I'm getting spoiled about a guy named Lord. Like, dude. Well, it's not just a name. You know I'm gonna continue on, right? Also, good luck today. I know you guys will do well. You guys are doing well in scrims, from what I see. What the heck is that? I want to know what that is. It's okay. Go ruin Fudge's stats. Thanks. No one really knows about the Endless. People who wear regulators don't even think about death. Everyone sees that the queen doesn't change, but they just accept it. To them, it's just who she is. Are the people that ever keep Endless too? Well, there should be as many Endless as those who have died. I believe they are limited in where they can exist. Queen Sphene is unique in her ability to appear before you. Strictly speaking, I myself am not an Endless. They are created using memories extracted from a soul. My entire soul was placed inside a machine. Being inside a machine makes you different. How? While I do not understand the finer points, my life is bound to this vessel. If it breaks down, then it would be over for me. Much like a being of flesh and blood. Hardly an endless, unchanging life. I'm sure you'll agree. An endless, unchanging life. I can't help but be reminded of the Ia. If Kafka and the others know about all this. Considering their extensive intelligence gathering, I'd be surprised if they didn't. For now, let's share what we learned with Kral and Raha. I can't help but have misgivings about this. Not that you wanted to learn about Galulja. We learned nothing about Galulja. The whole purpose of this was to learn about the little kid. But we learned nothing. What's the point?
Nahe, is that you?
Good gods, Ellen Nespia! It's been too long, my friend. Where have you been all these years? What have you been doing with yourself? Hold on. They say Queen Sphene has guests from outside the barrier. That's you, I gather?
It seems so. I'm looking for my mother. Do you know where she is?
Your mother? Sorry, but what was she like again?
What? It's Kafkiwa. You know,
Kafkiwa.
the one who was too adventurous by half? Who
Gosh, her
journeyed with
name's
the
so
Dawn
hard to
Servant?
pronounce.
It's not ringing any bells.
You can't be serious. Ours was a tiny little village. Surely you remember her.
I really don't. It's all a blank.
Is anyone else here from the village?
Hey!
Well, that has some implications.
Huh? Ellen Nespia?
I'm looking for Kafkiwa. Where is she?
What's this all of a sudden? Who's Kafkiwa?
This cannot be.
Yeah, so that does have implications
The
of what happened
memories
to her.
of the departed are taken away. No.
Nespia, where are you? The others will be here soon, so hurry back, won't you? Do you hear me? Say something, would you?
So it could mean she took the route of Otis. And her soul, I guess, lives on the vessel. Or it could mean that that's not actually his mother, I guess. Although the moon became a tad subdued at the end, I thoroughly enjoyed our past together. We did too, Otis. To hear about the Endless was something of a shock, but we likewise enjoyed your company. Above all, I'm glad that you and I could talk, Galulja. We're going to get along great, I just know it. You think so? Haha, I'm happy for you, my boy. Now then, I presume you will be returning to Everkeep. Permit me to accompany you at least part of the way. About Sphene, it doesn't matter to me if she's an endless, whether she's alive, like you and me or not. I've seen enough to know that she has a good heart. What worries me is the burden she bears. We still don't know what it is. I expect there are things she can't tell us, now with Saralja watching. At the very least, I'd like to know what the endless are to her. Sorry, I didn't mean to delay us. I felt the urge to share my thoughts with you. Oh, on the way back, let's make a quick stop at Drift Downs. I want to tell Tapu how it went. What? Why is that so far down? Okay, fine. We need to pick it up anyways. We need to rate their current quests. I just did not expect it to be all the way down in Arnia. I guess we'll figure out what happened with Annabelle's mom soon. Now here's a face I haven't seen around these parts before. Could I borrow a moment of your time? You see, a member of our group has been making frequent trips up the hill to the graveyard. I suspect there's a problem, but he doesn't seem willing to talk about it. Not to us, anyway. A stranger willing to lend a friendly ear, however, may convince him to open up. If it's not too much to ask, will you travel out to the name slates and speak to him? The man you're looking for is a Shatona like myself. That is... Okay. Far east. Guess we didn't have much of a reason to go east. Over here. It's a cemetery. But I thought they didn't remember to depart it. I guess I should save to have a regulator. The name slates. Tucked away in a remote corner of Yasulani, this small cemetery is a relic of earlier times. Now that the wearing of regulators has become commonplace, this culture of digging graves has largely been forgotten. The tombstones carved with the names of the deceased considered an odd and antiquated custom. You know some regulator. I must admit, this is not the sort of place one expects to make idle conversation with strangers. Are you one of those travelers from beyond the barrier everyone's been talking about? That explains why I haven't seen you around. Let me ask you something, outsider. Have you ever visited a grave to pay respects? Yes. Honoring the dead is a common aspect of many cultures, I suppose. In that case, perhaps you could help me with something. Take a stroll around the area. If you happen to spot any particularly grimy gravestones, I ask that you wipe them off. There's a lot of work for one man alone, but your assistance would mean a great deal to me. Those gravestones look much better now, thanks to you. Or perhaps I should say name slates. I bet the names are all written in Alexandrian. I can't make head or tails of them. You know about the regulators people wear these days. Whenever someone dies, every last memory of their existence is erased. As an unfortunate consequence, this graveyard has been all but abandoned. But I'm going to fix that. What else am I to do? Stand idly by and let the namestones be lost to time? No, if no one else will give a damn, then it will have to be me. In Tyrol, I was taught to honor the dead, but here I am in a minority. Most seem content to forget and entrust their memories in a cloud. That's why I can't talk about it with the others. They wouldn't understand. Not like you do. Thanks again, stranger. You know, I get why Alexandrians use regulators, but I don't really understand why people in Tyrol do. It seems very counterintuitive. Excuse me, do you have a moment? If you're headed south, I would ask a favor. My friend went out to study the plant life and hasn't been back. He has a bad habit of getting absorbed in his work and losing track of time. Last I saw him, he was headed southeast of here. If you could check in on him, I would sorely appreciate it. Hopefully I don't get teleported. Ah, you have returned. Were you able to find Galulja? We were, thanks to you. All's well with the boy. I'm relieved to hear that. And to know that he has family who worries for him. Galulja, too, must be glad. I hope so. I'll try not to rush or force anything, though. It's for him to decide what I am to him. My, what a pleasant surprise it is to meet you in these parts. Sphene, what are you doing here? Visiting my people. Are you doing the same, perchance? I suppose we are, yes. Listen, there's something we'd like to talk to you about. We have a word in private. So you know about the Endless. While we may not discuss it openly, my people will have surely noticed I haven't changed for hundreds of years. I've made no attempt to conceal my nature. If I may ask though, who was it that told you about the Endless? Only a few should be familiar with the concept. I'm afraid I can't say. I bear no ill will towards this mystery individual, lest that be your concern. I'm merely curious. Tell me, Sphene, you care for your people, that much is plain. And I assume you care for the Endless too. Earlier in Everkeep, there was something that you wanted to tell us. Was it to do with them? The Endless are as dear to me as my living citizens. They are as much my family. But they can only be sustained by meeting certain exacting requirements. Thus far, we've managed to do so. But should more people die, I fear we would be pushed beyond our limits. Their preservation demands vast amounts of energy. Energy? I don't understand the workings of it all. Was there something we can do to help? Then... would you be willing to become Alexandrian citizens? What? I have my nation, my people, to protect. I can't just become Alexandrian. Indeed, I suppose you cannot. First you tell us to make peace, then you tell us to go home. What exactly is it that you want? The same as you, of course. To protect my people. Tell us more about the energy that Endless require. That I cannot say. I do not ask that you understand or like me, but I wish... I wish we had been born on the same side of it. Hey, what do you mean by that? Wait, Svi. Damn it. Well, I think we've kept everyone waiting long enough. Let's continue on to Everkeep. And let's not tell Otis about our conversation with Sphene. I don't want to risk causing him pain. The more we talk with Sphene, the more easier she gets. Like, is the energy Endless require souls? Is that why they need citizens? It doesn't really make too much sense to me. Now this is a fascinating succulent. Its development is clearly abnormal. Proof, perhaps, that this species has adapted to its new environment over time. Hello there, stranger. What are you doing out here? For that matter, what am I doing out here? I get distracted and wander out of the safe zone again. Epoya is probably worried sick about me. I'll have to thank her for sending me. But first we need to hurry back to the Drift Downs before some terrifying creature tries to ruin our day. Oh, escort. I will say, at the very least, you don't need to beckon up any more of escort quests. That was the worst of it all. The old escort quest where you beckon them every like and stuff. At least they just fall like that. Oh, you're back. Did you find my friend War? Huh? Excuse me? Excuse me? How? He was right beside me. What do you mean? Oh. I don't get it. Welcome back. Glad to see you're both in one piece. Forgive me, Poya. I was so focused on the plans, I nearly wandered headfirst into danger. If you hadn't sent this kind stranger my way, there's no telling what might have happened. I'd rather be documenting my findings before I forget. Thanks again, ladies. Sorry about him. Grew up in Everkeep, you see. He's not used to seeing plants in their native habitat, and heritage found is rather unique in that regard. 30 years ago, when the geography changed, vast swath of native flora died out while the rest were forced to mutate drastically in order to survive. Worthy of study, I'm sure. Still, he ought to know it's not safe out here. I wish he wouldn't be so careless. In any case, I'm grateful to you for keeping him safe. And seeing as he didn't think of to reward you for it, I suppose I'll have to do it. I swear he'd forget his head if it wasn't attached. Thanks.
Why don't you come with us? You might get to see Sphene.
Ah, 'tis a magnanimous and much appreciated offer, but I must decline. A part of me longs for an audience with Her Majesty, it is true. Yet, though it be in my previous life, I failed to protect my queen. I couldn't bear to show my face before her. Such an uncomely one, besides.
All right. If that's how you feel, we won't force you. But rest assured, we'll visit with Gululja, and we hope you'll cook for us again.
It would be my pleasure. You are welcome to bring other comrades should you so desire. The more the merrier.
I've been looking all over for you.
Nostalgia, was it? What's the matter?
It's Zeralja. He marches to Vanguard.
So he's done waiting. But why weren't we alerted sooner?
Our transmissions are being jammed. The lookouts couldn't get through to us. Maya Kuei is at Vanguard too, but I can't reach her. What are we to do?
Stay calm. Kafkiwa has yet to be alerted, yes? Take her to the back room as fast as you can.
Our link pearls may still work. I'll try contacting those in Tuliolo.
Otis, I need you to keep Gululja safe.
You needn't ask.
I want to go with you.
Absolutely not. A battle's no place for you.
Gululja, the people of the outskirts must be evacuated. For this crucial task, I require your assistance. Remember, when battle is at hand, anything can happen. Caution is as valuable as any blade.
Yes, sir.
I managed to get hold of Alphano. He'll inform Kona.
Good. How's the situation in Tulihyola?
There's nothing to worry about, or so my brother assured me. With such short notice, though, I doubt they'll be fully prepared.
They'll be ready, I'm sure of it. The vow of reason is not to be underestimated. I'm coming, Soralja. And we will finish this once and for all.
This is the moment of truth. We have to hold Soralja here. And I know exactly how to do that. Okay, several cutscenes will play. Before we get going, I have a request to make of you. When we confront Soralja, you must let me face him alone. What? No, that's far too dangerous. Why put yourself at such risk if we don't have to? We have two priorities. The first is to hold Soralja within the dome and protect Tuliola. The second is to free Wayakwe if she's been captured. To make sure we succeed, I need to play the worthy foe for Soralja. If I come at him with help, he'll likely lose interest in proceeding with his attack on the city. That's why it must be a duel. Even if Tuliolol is better prepared this time, it's sure that it would be best to avoid another battle. And failing that, we might at least weaken Soralja. Rest assured, I'm not going into this without a strategy. Our time in the dome has given me invaluable insights into Alexandrian culture. The use of regulators, for one. The secret to Soralja's strength. And you mean to... That's right. If I destroy his regulator, he'll be unable to draw upon souls. We'll see how much he wants to duel after that. So you leave Soralja to me. We believe in your loyalty. Thank you, Tulky. It's sure this is your fight, and how you choose to handle it is your decision. But if we see you struggling, or Soralja attempts to call upon his minions, we will go to your aid. Fair enough. Knowing you'll be there, I can give it my all. Together with Kona, I'll keep Tuliola safe.
Soralja!
Hello.
You disappoint me, Uklamat. We are foes, yet you had my admiration for defeating father and claiming the throne. But instead of coming for me, you gallivant with the resistance. Do I intimidate you?
I am here, brother. I did not run nor hide. I have come to kill you. Let her go. Your quarrel is with me.
And will you settle it one-on-one, or call upon all and sundry yet again? Not that it would make any difference.
No. Like Papa did, I'll face you alone.
Really? You believe you stand a chance? Have you forgotten how it ended, father?
I remember you couldn't win without relying on other people's souls. Alone, I may be weak, but so are you.
So be it. Do not regret your decision. Release her.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I thought I was done for.
Don't!
Had you let her die, you could have dealt me a telling blow. Your compassion will be the end of you.
I'm not letting anyone else die. And you will never surpass Papa.
But I have. With these very hands, I slew him.
His body may be gone, but his spirit lives on in us.
The Yokui's delusion is catching, I see.
It's no delusion. Papa's love for Tulihiola gives me strength even now. Ah! Come, let's get this over with. For my people and Sphinx.
How gullible you are! All of this is Fiend's doing. Her objective is to harvest all life outside the barrier. Our interests happen to align, hence our alliance.
Liar! Sphinx would never do that!
The King of Resolve speaks the truth.
How did she...
Yeah, I figured as much. Figured that's how the endless kept.
The attack on
Energies.
Tural was no less my desire than Zeralja's.
You said you wanted none of this. It was a farce from the very start.
Yes, I used you.
So it was all just a lie then? What you said about loving your people as family? About wanting to see them smile?
I do this for them. For what it's worth, I'm sorry I deceived you. But I had no choice. If I'm to save my people, I must take the lives of yours.
Behold, Wuklamat, the benevolent Queen Sphene. An illusion that orchestrated a massacre.
Endless, or machine, or whatever you are now, you bear the memories of the person you once were. You should still have a heart. When you speak of slaughtering my people, do you feel nothing?
Nothing is dearer to me than my people. It matters not whether they are living or endless. As queen, I will do anything to protect them. If it were you, could you have found another way? With your strength, could you have held fast to that which is dear without sacrifice?
What exactly do you seek to do? What are you protecting your people from?
You waste your words. There is no turning back. Is this the strength that the love of Tully lends you? A weak ruler walks a path of ruin. Tell me, which of us is worthy of their throne?
I already know. It will never be you! As long as you think only of yourself, you'll never be worthy. You'll never surpass Father or me! You can't rely on souls anymore. It's over.
Don't think you've won yet. Oh no, far from it. Give the order to the fleet. Raise Tully to the ground and harvest every last soul! It is over for Tully Yulol. Your works, your people, all will be ash before the day is done.
Don't tell me you've forgotten. I'm not the only Dawn's servant.
Come on then, you 10 bastards.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you're enjoying yourself.
I'm Head Sauro. Nothing gets a hunter's blood pumping like a little danger.
Well now, it seems we have that in common. I haven't felt this alive in a good while.
The spirit. We promised Valcona we deliver him a mountain of scrap, and I'm not about to let these hollow men make a liar out of me.
This way the flyers get dealt with nice than you.
Hey kid, the ones below are yours.
You got it. Wait, what do you mean below? Don't see that every day.
And this despite our best efforts to thin the enemy ranks. While it's not quite what we had planned, I'm glad we chose to remain in Tural.
As am I. 'Twas an unexpected but welcome opportunity to join in the defense of this realm.
And to his credit, Kona did ask very nicely. Still, it's a pity his brother had to delay our pleasure jaunt. But business always comes first.
You bastards!
That was a near thing. Are you all right?
You...
Saved your life. Yes, I know.
Don't squander it. I never thought you, of all people, would come to my rescue. Pakul Chacha. Thank you.
Ah, still rings odd in my ears. The thank yous. But I could get used to it. Right.
The old man still can fight. Wow.
We're holding our own against their infantry. What of that monstrosity and its escort? If they start bombarding us with cannon fire, we'll have no means of fighting back.
Worry not. We have a countermeasure.
Is there a nuke? Oh. Close enough. Dragons might as well be a nuke.
Bleeding dragon! What in the navigator's name is it doing here?
Tully has entered into an alliance with Rads at Khan. A wise and timely decision on Valkona's part.
Tully shall never forget this debt.
We will hold out, Lamachi. So keep your eyes forward and do what only you can do. Finish this and return home safe and sound.
Gosh, Footfall's a good name. Honestly. Very good name.
Report from the fleet. The enemy has offered unexpected resistance. We've been forced to withdraw.
Useless. All of you.
Stop!
Your Majesty.
Enough of this! Enough! You swore you wouldn't harm my people! Have you gone mad?
When the army fails in its duty, it is the charge of the King of Resolve to clean up its mess. To achieve victory by any means necessary. Zoralja to Everkeep. Initiate court blood. Execute all civilians and commandeer their souls.
No!
Damn you!
Stop! Please, Father, Stop!
Kululcha! I told you not to come!
Galulja.
You must flee, Kululja. It isn't safe.
I'm not going anywhere! I have to stop my father!
I am not your father.
Let him go!
Using a child as a shield. Have you no shame?
Release him at once, or you shall answer to me!
Pitiful relic. Kneel before your king.
Otis? What's wrong?
Find me at the top of Everkeep. There, we will determine who is fit to rule.
I must protect them.
You know, I kind of assumed he had that power, but I thought it'd be people at the regulators. Not Otis. Very interesting. I'm just gonna use the washroom real quick, so I'll be right back. And he should take his own child hostage. I mean, let's hurry back to Everkeep. Sir Alja thinks nothing of other lives. He will kill his own people. Chances are we'll have to face a good part of his army, with Otis among them. Let's take all care. Are you ready, Tulky? Your progress through the battle will be saved at certain points. In the event that you're defeated, you'll be able to try again the most recent of these. Please note if you enter battles associated with other quests or log out from the game, the progress will be lost. How can you go to other quests?
No more use for you. Be gone.
Father, wait! Father! Otis, Hamachi, you have to stop him. You have to.
What have you done?
Sveen, can't you order them to stand down?
The King of Resolve holds military authority. I cannot overrule his commands.
If there's something you can do, then do it! Your crimes are beyond forgiveness, but your people are innocent.
Hope you don't mind if I obliterate your army.
I deceived you all, and still... The talk can wait. When you said that you wanted to protect your people, I trust you weren't lying.
Of course not! There's nothing I wouldn't do for them!
Then let's split up and get to work.
Do what you can do.
Please, everyone! Lend me your strength!
Already enough to move. Cool.
Right, let's deal with these ones first.
But she has control over building. I saw clemency. I have no souls left. If I get killed again,
You're safe now. Be at ease.
keep us. I'm still alive. Still alive. But thank you for coming to save us. Such a relief to see Her Majesty still unharmed. It's only a grace. You needn't worry about me. Let's help those who are still out there. Where's a paladin? Oh, Praha.
Looks like that does it for this area.
Look, the King's forces are on the move. There are still civilians on Trueview.
Where's
Well,
Ernville?
we can't leave the wounded. Let's divide into 2 groups. Kryl, Raha, please stay here and render aid. The rest of us will go and deal with the machines.
All right. Otis, you've got to wake up.
Otis?
Hope I don't lose my paint. Okay, good. gonna take a while. After me just beat everything.
Something about him is familiar. But it couldn't be.
Third formation! Onward! For Alexandria!
It is him! The captain of the knights!
Ow.
How do we bring him to his senses?
If he still remembers me, then perhaps.
Right, he's deactivated. It should be safe to approach.
Otis! No! I remember you, Otis, so please remember yourself. You're a proud knight of Alexandria, a man who lives to serve the kingdom and its subjects. Otis!
Pray, stand back, Your Majesty. I am Sir Otis Malona, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria. Upon mine honor, you shall harm neither my fair queen nor our citizens!
Well, give me time to paint first. Thanks. Okay, what the?
Apologies for the Caroline corpse. So long as this body holds, I shall fight you. Tis but a flesh wound.
It's building up energy!
Mind trade. Alone is a position. I think if I'd follow you. Thank you.
Otis. Thank you, Lord Captain, for the delicious repast, for everything.
The old units do not have regulators. Their souls cannot be recovered. He is gone. The Otis who so valiantly fought for us. I'm truly grateful for your help. Would that I had the time to thank you properly. But I'm afraid I cannot linger. There are urgent duties I must perform.
Hey, wait!
Is everyone all right?
We're fine, but Otis is...
So he's the one who was looking after Galulja.
Thanks to you, Solution 9 has been spared the worst. But the situation on the other levels is grim. We're currently assessing the full extent of the casualties. In the meantime, could you help us treat the wounded?
God damn it. Why is Saralja trying to achieve? What is Saralja trying to achieve by slaughtering his own people? And he's still bent on surpassing Papa is clear. But why this massacre? I don't understand. Right now we can only guess at his intent. But his obsession must be strong indeed to endure after 30 years. But now isn't the time to ponder such things. People need our help. I've been thinking, by wearing regulators, the people of Alexandria has been spared the fear of death. That's because the device not only resurrects you, it also erases your memories of the departed. The very notion of dying would have become vague, if not forgotten. Be killed over and over. I can't imagine how traumatized the survivors must be. Even if they're not physically hurt, they would still need care. At a time like this, the citizens needs their queen to console them. But where has she gone? I don't know. There are other districts, so perhaps she's checking on them. In any case, it's too much for her to handle alone. Countless people will be distraught, and we ought to provide them with what comfort we can. So I'll Afwe, I think. Look, her name is so hard. And her crew tends to those with physical injuries. Let's seek out those whose wounds are emotional. Understood. If you and Tulky want to concentrate on true view, the rest of us will see to the other areas. Sounds like a plan. Alright everyone, let's meet up in the back room after. I didn't think Otis would die that quickly though. Died so quickly. It's over. I'm still alive. Ah, thank goodness. Make no sense. What right did the king have to destroy our lives like that? Give us back our peace. Leave us out of your damned war. Thank you. I'm alright, I think. Say, you're fighting with Queen Sphene, weren't you? Are the rumors true then? That Her Majesty isn't a living person. Her actual body is elsewhere, in a cloud or some such, and she uses a special power to appear before us. I'd always wondered why the Alexandrians never questioned her true nature, but now I think I understand why. She personally fought to protect us. That's enough for me to know she's a worthy ruler. Doesn't matter what she is. Never have I been so scared in my life. I died in an accident before, but it was nothing compared to this. We killed again and again and again. It was a living nightmare. And King Saralja was behind it, you say? Since he suddenly appeared, he's done nothing good for us. He thinks only of war, ordered more soldiers to be produced. Now he unleashes them on us. He's no king of mine. He's a murderer, and someone needs to make him pay. Where is Erenville? We've helped those we could in Solution 9. We're now looking to send people in other levels. We've managed to seal off access routes on all levels. Any remaining soldiers should be contained now. It seems things are somewhat under control, while Elise and the others are still out there. I can't help but worry about Gululja. He hasn't uttered a word, a small wonder given his ordeal. I'm going to talk to him about everything. Right as he is, there's no use hiding it. He'd eventually find out and I'd hurt him more. Very well. Above all, he needs to know that he isn't alone.
Are you all right, Gululja?
Lots of people are dead because of my father, aren't they?
That's...
And Otis. He's gone too, isn't he?
I'm sorry.
My father is a bad man. That's why you're going to kill him, aren't you?
Oh, sweetheart. Look.
Forget it. I don't care anymore.
Listen to me, Gululja. You're right. We're going to confront your father. He invaded Tulihyolal and hurt my people. As vow of resolve, it's my duty to bring him to justice.
Don't you think of him as family anymore?
After the attack, I was filled with rage. I told myself over and over that he's no brother of mine. But it isn't so simple. No matter what I feel or say, all those years I spent striving to live up to his example, they won't just disappear. What's more, it's because we're family that we have to correct each other when someone goes astray. That's why I must confront my brother, like your grandfather did, even though it cost him his life.
But Otis is gone now. If my father was gone too, then I'd have no one.
What are you saying, Galulja? Take a look around.
You have us, Galulja. All of us. We'll be with you, through thick and thin. You're not alone. You'll never be alone again.
Can't have the kid cry. Poor guy. I'm sorry I didn't listen and follow you. But I wanted to stop my father and to maybe understand why he did what he did. They've been keeping a lot inside. Galulja and Wukalak. You should get some rest, Galulja. You've been through a lot. I do feel a bit sleepy. There's a room in the back you can use. You should take Galulja there. I will, thank you. The things I would say to Galulja, so Ralja as a mother, I better not get started. Instead, let me thank you. You couldn't have gone through this without you and yours. Until the others return, you ought to take what rest you can as well. It isn't over after all. You could head, prepare for, or otherwise feel free the back room. A fuzzy image, you say? Is it still happening? Well, it's a old worn thing. There's bound to be a few hitches. Nothing to worry about, though. We'll have a meeting to discuss our next move in a little while, so until then. And enough rest, have you? And let's round up everyone. Oh, there's Erenville. He's supposed to disappear forever, I guess. During your confrontation with him, Saralja bade Wuklomat come to the tower's summit. Problem is, the elevators have been locked down due to state of emergency. We've been working to lift the access restrictions, but frankly, it's not looking promising. Are there any other ways we can get to Saralja? We believe so. As you know, Solution 9 occupies Everkeep's 9th level. The summit, meanwhile, is the 12th. The map appears to be cut off. While the King and Queen's residence is believed to be located there, the details are highly classified, hence a lack of map data. We do, however, have reliable intelligence concerning everything up to the 11th level. What is this place? The Orogenics, the facility where souls are separated and refined for use. The process begins at the base with the extraction of souls from regulators and fiends. Those souls are then transported up to the etheric separator, where they are cleansed of memories. Finally, they are packed within soul cells for distribution. Well, for fun. They recreated the process by which souls are broken down in the ethereal sea. An affront to nature, I know, but ethical discussions must wait. The salient point is that the facility extends vertically from 1st to the 11th level. Now, if Saralja intends to strengthen himself with the people's soul, as we strongly suspect, then the facility will be operating to process and transport those souls directly to him on a 12th level. So in order to reach Saralja, we make our way through Orogenics. Precisely. As the facility sustains Alexandrian way of life, security will be extremely tight. But if you are willing to brave the route, we'll back you up as best as we can. What say you? It goes without saying that we're going. I never had any doubt. I'm coming too. I need guidance on sight, and his body makes me best suited. Hold it. Before you set off, I have to ask. All this time, you've known Sphene and Endless, haven't you? Yes, we have. Why didn't you tell us? Honestly, it didn't seem relevant to the matter at hand. More complicated to explain than it was worth, and a distraction from our efforts to deal with Saralja. Speaking of which, we should get moving. Those who are selling forth, we gather in front of the tower. We can count on you to provide support from here, yes? Of course. You have artifact gear for me. Oh. I need to talk to you about... Never mind, I can wait. Lest you wonder, I have no objections to remaining here. Someone needs to keep those in Tuliolol informed. Best of luck to you. Ah. Oh, the mask changed. Yeah, I see. Like, what even changed? Can't even tell. Oh wait, can't I just leave? Okay. All present and accounted for. Excellent. Make for the summit in one push. This will be a grueling climb, so see to it you spare no preparation. I shifted potions on my bar. The Resilient Sun. The entrance to the Orogenics is located on the back of Everkeep. We can reach it by water. Oh, we head to the pier at the Drift Downs. Alright, we can fly. With Oblivion. So we just have to make our way up. Seems nice and straightforward to me. We're going to ride that oversized container, aren't we? Don't worry, you won't catch me muling over a little seasickness. Not anymore. Facility for processing souls. As distressing as the very concept is, I confess I'm curious to see the technology employed. Visibility is quite poor, but let's trust in our allies to ferry us safely over. I will now explain how this mission will unfold. Orogenics takes delivery at specific times. It is at one such time we will enter the facility aboard the hover cargo. Kiluasa here will pilot the vehicle, but you need only sit tight until we arrive at the entrance. Our friends in the back room will create a diversion so we can steal inside. After which we make our way to the summit, tracking down any foes that bar our path. Easy, yes? Easy to say, perhaps. We'll manage one way or another. That we will. In anticipation of the unexpected, we should maintain contact with the support crew and adapt as necessary. Indeed, I shall use the communicator I borrowed from Shale to keep them informed at all times. I see. Everyone has a grasp of the details. Good. We set off very soon, so be ready. What is this one called? Orogenics? Orogenics, yeah. Figured as much. remember to actually switch fast so I can double reload. I feel like that's the best use of switch fast. I'm quite glad that those little soldiers don't respawn. Another freight elevator further in. Use it to head up. Information terminal. Row upon row of names are shown on the terminal display. It appears to be a list of those who were recently taken to the cloud. Might not look up the among them. What the hell is that? Man. This painted piece. kind of sad I thought back. Yeah, shouldn't have sounded off. Oopsie. Nice, so should say some whole in a second. Quite a lot of movement, right? I really hate Cyclone. How? Is there actually a pattern to that, I'm assuming? Or is that like set? Not that I could see. Maybe it is. Not quite sure why. Whatever. Like, what I don't get is what dictates how far it goes. That's what I don't know what's dictating that. Maybe I'm supposed to just eat the downtime too. Very possible. Like, but what determines it? I don't get it. What determines it goes that far this time, not farther next time? I'm just supposed to eat at one time. I think that's like what I just have to deal with. Or just have free movement. I can't discern a pattern between what it is. Personally. There's no point to using too much here. Observation subject. Priority observation subject. Identification number 161127. Name Namika. Physical cessation age 86. Citizen memory erasure completed. Corporeal disposal completed. Aether extraction completed. Card that is for souls or stripped from memories. Second stage, separation. Mixed Aether is put through the etheric separator and divided into its soul and memory components. Dual Aether is then conveyed to upper orogenics for final processing, and memory Aether to the meso terminal, route and location classified. Unless expressly specified, the memories of fiends are discarded. I think it's kind of unfeasible to paint a ring opener. Maybe it's because I don't have Flippy. Doesn't feel like it could be. I guess you really can, because it's 1 second. What the hell is that? Oh, I thought the fish guys moves. Oh, I didn't paint my landscape. I thought I did. Oh, it's actually exactly like, what's her name? The Alliance rated him before. Can't remember her name. Oh. Shit. You know, I didn't think about that. I didn't really think about that.
Something special.
I didn't think that I had to actually be in a physical safe spot. Oops. Our person thing. Put it on. Head on, dude. This should prepare for it. Just like store like they are common goods. Mr. Grahatia is correct. Oh. My brain just froze for a good second there. I feel like I should be pressing a button, but I don't know why. Maybe my brain died when I realized that I didn't have a holy stock. Third stage, purification. Separated souls undergo thorough cleansing for the removal of residual memories. Purifying light is harmful to organic beings. Utmost care must be taken during that procedure. Even the slightest contamination may lead to memory and personality disorders within the user. As such, each and every soul must be cleared using precision detector. Having completed the aforementioned process, a soul may finally be made available to the people of Alexandria. Your efforts are essential for the functioning of our nation. We thank you for undertaking your duties with diligence. This is where they researched the use of barrels. Oh.
Hold on.
How fast is... Oh. Let's see. You only have time for one leave. One star person. Got it. Experiment log 216. Subject Ambrose. Experiment sees a soulless body infused with multiple souls, including those of beasts, via a prototype multi-regulator. Subject currently behaves within the parameters of a living person, but displays advanced symptoms of personality breakdown and destructive tendencies. This is all but certainly due to an overdominance of feral souls. Yet while the subject possesses phenomenal strength, it cannot be reliably controlled, rendering it unfit for purpose. Future experiments must focus on imposing loyalty and obedience. Huh. Fuck. They took an adamantoids. Why does Star Prison heal? I want to get the last paint off, but unfortunate. Ambrose the Undeparted. That was the thing that was reread. Where's Fairy? That's a wide attack. Wow. I think that attack would be that wide. He live for another whatever. I don't know if he's gonna live that long. That's right, he was gone. It's a waste for me to do the landscape mode if he wasn't gonna live that long. It's a waste of 4 seconds. Probably more because there's a recast as well. Did I get something else? Yeah, wristlets are casting.
It's not opening.
Shale, can you see to the lock?
Just a moment.
Ever reliable.
Follow the passage inside and you'll come to an elevator. It'll take you to the 11th level.
Right. Let's keep moving.
The 11th level, just below the summit.
Look! Soul cells. This is where they're kept.
What? Then these are all...
Indeed. Many died in the attack. Their souls would have been processed and transported here for storage. Or so I had expected.
A soul cell is supposed to light up green when loaded, isn't it? Yet the light is out on most of these.
Don't tell me he's already used them up. That's why he cut down one of his own. For the regulator. Who's there?
Alphina! And Y'shtola and Estinian too!
Lest you wonder, all is well in Tehran. The enemy has withdrawn, freeing us up to come and lend you a hand.
The backroom crew gave us a briefing. No rest for the righteous as usual, eh?
The idea of empowering oneself with souls is rather reminiscent of void-sent practices. I should be keen to learn more about the process, after more pressing matters have been resolved.
I believe I speak for everyone when I say I'm glad you're here. As you'll have heard, the Alexandrians have suffered heavy casualties. We must stop Zoralja before it gets any worse.
It's a nice thing to say.
I thank you for coming with me this far, my friends. And I ask you to lend me your strength one last time. Together, let us defeat Zoralja and safeguard the future of Tulihyolal.
And here is where I must excuse myself. Come back in one piece. You hear me?
We will. Every one of us.
Oh, this looks like it's going to be the trial on lockdown. Very convenient to have 8 people. It's also very foggy.
What in the world is that? It couldn't be a void gate.
It's enormous.
Aye. It dwarfs even the one Zeromus opened.
That is no void gate. It doesn't lead to the 13th.
Then...
Yes. In all likelihood, it's a portal to yet another reflection.
By the 12. To think that realities being fused together was only the beginning.
The speculation must wait. He's here. There is a limit to how much ether a living being can harbor while retaining its physical form. Zeralja has far exceeded that limit. With the souls he has absorbed, he has attained power to rival even a king among Voidsent, but at a terrible cost.
12 have mercy.
Brother? It ends here and now.
How it vexes when you call me brother. Brother, blood heir, resilient son. Who am I? What is my path? Why was I born?
I am Wuklamat, vow of resolve of Tulky. And you are Zorolja, king of resolve of Alexandria. For the last time, we fight. For duty. For blood. For everything.
Yes, we fight. Hold nothing back. This multitude of souls I shall burn to the last mote. I will kill you and prove the miracle.
And I think I skip that. wonder what the final EX is then. Or Kyle, I should say.
Come at me with your all. I will make you kneel. Let the victor's reign be sanctioned by the blood of the fallen. I need more power.
Are you all right?
Heck is this?
Is this my weakness given shape?
I thought that was I did not mean to. Okay, incredible.
This is my path. I trust only in myself.
Why do you get 2 more swords? It's a damn It's a kind one. Very interesting move. What the fuck is that? In and then this what was that? How did I get hit by?
This power is proof of my authority.
Too busy thinking about what that sword was gonna do.
Creation yields to my command.
Hold still.
You know, focus on the sword or can we? Those go 2 tiles down. Those go 1.
This will hurt.
So east and west are 1 mile apart. North and south are 50. That's fine. I didn't notice the other plates on the left. I didn't notice the first plate's already left, that's why. Nice. I wonder how they're gonna do the X. I'm curious what the X looks like. Very cool fight though.
Brother.
So, it is to be defeat.
Father, is that you?
Why do you weep?
Because it hurts. Because I don't understand why it had to be this way. Why don't I know you? Why didn't you want me?
How could I be a father when my own spurned me? He left me nothing. No throne. No legacy. Nothing. And so, I had nothing to leave you.
Why does that matter? Couldn't you have just been there?
You ask a lost man for the way. I do not presume to call you mine, nor do I desire anything of you. Would I leave behind that which I've gained by the sweat on my brow? It is yours to embrace or spurn. I walked the path of ruin. Unable to surpass Father. Or Ramachi. So much for the resilient son, the miracle.
You think Papa left you nothing? You God's damned fool! You have the one thing he couldn't leave anyone else. You and Gululcha.
It's not over.
Queen Sphene?
Zorolja is gone. There's no need to fight anymore. Sphene? Why are you here?
I wanted to express my gratitude to you all for vanquishing the King of Resolve and delivering my people. And to express my regret for what I've done to yours.
Your apologies won't bring back our dead or lessen your guilt. Still, to strike you down in revenge would trigger all-out war between our nations. More innocents would suffer. Even if we cannot be friends right now, we need to find a different path forward. A way that Tulihyolal and Alexandria can coexist.
I fear that can never be.
What do you mean?
There is no other path for us. It's too late. I cooperated with Zoralja because I needed the life force yielded by the slain to sustain the Endless. Of course, the king betrayed me, and with his army defeated, that plan can no longer be realized. But I can't. I won't fail my people. Be they possessed of flesh or no, all of them are dear to me. If there is something I can do for them, as their queen, I must do it.
Hear me, Sphene. We appreciate your commitment to serving the Alexandrians and have endeavored to understand your beliefs. Be that as it may, you must know it's wrong to sacrifice our living to save your dead.
I see. It's because you do not know them that you believe they're dead. They're not. So long as they are remembered, they shall never die. You understand, don't you? No matter what anyone may say, I refuse to believe that Kafkiwas is a hollow existence. That she can simply be allowed to fade away.
Your Majesty.
I am the bearer of the memories of Queen Sphene of Alexandria, and my desire to protect my people transcends all others.
I didn't expect Sphene to be at a final
For
trial.
them, I will do anything.
I expected it to
No
be the
price
opposite order.
is too high.
Seven hells.
What is it?
There exists a legend in Alexandria. In ages past, faced with a calamity in their world, a clan of people used a singular power to flee to ours. The key which manifests this power answers to fervent desires, desperate, all-consuming supplications that have given rise to many a miracle.
Sounds like a primal.
That key holds the secret to interdimensional fusion, and unraveling its mysteries was the foremost mission of the scientists of preservation. Alas, they failed to fully grasp its workings, leaving us with only partial control over it. Nevertheless, if I'm to sustain the inhabitants of living memory, I have no choice but to call upon its power.
And do what with it?
For hundreds of years I tried, but it was all to no avail. My benevolence did naught to protect my realm. But I can still take up arms and fight. If bloodshed will save my subjects, then I will become history's most brutal queen.
Oh, Sphene.
No, figured as much. Wonder what's happened to you. No. No sooner do we deal with one threat. This truly bodes ill. What you're doing is wrong, Sphene, no matter how hard you try to convince yourself otherwise. That such a threat existed in another reflection. When MSQ bade you to seek discovery, was he aware of it? Sphene has a potential to wreak unimaginable havoc with the key. We have no time to waste. Wow. That woman, Sphene, was it? In all likelihood, her true form lies in the reflection yonder. But how to go after her now? Oh, Kafka. Oh, I can't pronounce her name. I didn't know it was something, but her vessel ceased to function when the portal closed. Let us examine it. With luck, it might yield some much needed clues. Shows no signs of life. Avka said she operated the vessel from afar, but something had befallen her. The words Fiend spoke to your mother, did they mean anything to you? Those who came from my village, none of them remembered her. The same as we witnessed happened to those who knew Namaka. And Kafka is... You noticed something, didn't you? Whatever it is, please tell me. While Sphene projected herself onto machines, Kafka controlled her remotely, but to me they appeared identical in their existence. Both were inorganic objects suffused with faint amounts of aether. When that aether faded, they became lifeless husks. And as we all saw, this happened to both the moment the portal closed. Kafka was operating her vessel from the reflection beyond. But if none of her friends and acquaintances here remember her, then she's an endless too. The endless. Those who are recreated from memories of the departed. All this time, my mother was dead. She fooled us all. Sphene, for one, does not think of them in that way. No, she loves them like she does all her citizens, and she'll do anything to protect them. Such as plundering aether from the source. Alas, Saralja had his own agenda and spoiled the plan. But now she possesses the key, she could target other reflections without our interference. Reflections whose people have no idea of what she is willing to do. And the people of the source are not the only ones in danger. We must stop her. We have to go where Sphene has gone. I want to talk to her again. And perhaps we'll find Kafka as well. The gate closed. We need to find an alternative means of passage. I will look into it. Thank you. Let's begin by investigating this place. There may be clues relating to what lies beyond. Let me help. I'll do whatever you need me to do. Anything at all. Of course, my friend. Your knowledge and expertise would be most welcome. I expect the investigation will take time. Perhaps she'd like to head back below with Galuja and get some rest. That's not a bad idea. We do need to share these developments with those in the back room as well. Come on, Galuja. You too, Tulky. You've done your part for now. So leave this to us. I was living a life of excess, bound for an early grave, when Kafka came along. Though I was a complete stranger, she took me under her wing and set me straight. It was out of gratitude that I joined Oblivion. I can't imagine any other life now. They owe her everything I have, and it pains me that I couldn't say goodbye. I'll be fine, you don't need to worry about me. Times like this, you've got to keep your hands moving. So much has happened so quickly, I'm still catching up mentally. But where it concerns Zoralja, I have no regrets. I made my choice, did what I had to do. I only wish I could have stopped Sphene too, stopped her from walking her misguided path. I could definitely use some. I'm really sorry, but we're not sure what happened to Kafka. The others are trying to learn what they can. You know, the name is so hard for me to pronounce. Even hearing it, it's hard for me to remember. Oh, Kafka. We know it's sad that such a day would come, but I wish we could have at least said goodbye. You knew then, that she was already gone. We did. We all did. Kafka forbade us from saying anything. She wanted to tell you herself when the time was right. I expect she was torn over how to reveal the truth to Arenville. I see. I don't think anyone can blame her for keeping quiet. Tell me, how are people faring? Have they forgotten Zoralja already? No, they still remember him. We wonder if this might be the result of the gate at the summit being closed. Most aren't aware of the developments. They'll be relieved to hear that the king has been defeated. At the same time, they're like to panic if they learn that the queen has disappeared. Right now, Geode is making contact with the various government bodies. It would be best to keep it all under wraps for a time. Agreed. Once we've resolved the matters, I'll explain everything to the people. I consider it my duty. As is Zoralja's mechanical army, what's become of them now that he's gone? Ah yes, about that. At the time we suspect Zoralja passed, the king's authority appeared to have been transferred to Gululja. You mean to say Gululja is the new king? Well, a coronation is required to make it official. For the moment, the system recognizes him as father's successor. But I don't want this. I don't want to be king. It's not a decision you have to make right away. But given that the authority comes with the command of the army, you can't give it up lightly either. We can think on it together later. For now, I want you to hold on to it. To what your father has left you. You say so. Are you alright, Mama T? Huh? Oh, what is this? Why can't I? Despite everything that's happened, all the terrible things my brother did, I still know how to feel towards him. What's wrong with me? It's perfectly normal. You think so? I'll take your word for it. For now, we have things under control. Why not return to Tuliolol and rest up while the others handle the invasion? You know, I think I'll do that. It'll be good to see how things are at home and to catch up with Kona. Hey, why don't the two of you come too? But won't everyone hate me? Of course not. They might be a little unsure at first, but I'll set them straight. Besides, I want you to introduce you to Kona, new family. Really? Really? That is, if you're fine with it. I am. Wow. Cute. And let's be off. We'll head directly to the palace, to see Kona. I guess we'll head back to Tulky and... So I don't think I can finish everything today anyways. I still technically have one more zone to explore, no? Yeah, we do. It seems like there's still quite a bit to go. So we'll stop for now. I got the order of the villains wrong, but I did have a feeling that it would have to be Sphene and the Saraja fight. Just my guesses were wrong with who we were gonna fight first. But nonetheless, figured that'd be the last two conflicts left to resolve. The more you spoke with Sphene, the more suspicions you built around her. That's why it was my initial thought that she was going to be an enemy we fought. It was just when was the question. Anywho, that'll be all for now. So, thank you all for watching. Thank you for sticking around. Have a good rest of your day or night, wherever you are. Take care. Bye bye.